What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Garden State Hip Hop Hour, Season 4. It's your host, Rich. Today I'm here with another amazing artist, straight out of Red Bull Records, pineappleCITI.
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me, bro. Appreciate you.
Nah, chillin'. I'm very excited to meet you. I know, throughout the year we DM'd here and there. We just never managed to get the same time. But things work out in perfect timing. And boom, here we are.
Absolutely. I love everything you got going on, man. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man.
Nah, I appreciate that. So, you started going crazy, 2016, Rose Color. So, what's the journey been like? Now it's 2020. You got a little more experience in the game. You're pretty well known now.
Yeah, man. I mean, life is really crazy. I mean, honestly, I feel like time has just flown by. You know what I'm saying? But definitely along the way, I've just learned so much across the process. Just been learning, man. Been growing. I feel like, when you put your 10,000 hours in, it definitely pays off, one day. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely feel like I still got somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy with the progress that I've been making, man. To see myself on billboards, all across the country, to you know what I mean? Just be following my dreams and a cool thing, my song is in NBA2k 21,
yeah.
Playing the PS5 and hearing my shit in the back, stuff like that is super cool, man. So I'm definitely happy.
Wait, you made 2K21 too? I thought you were 2K20.
Yup, I'm in both.
Oh, you're in both? Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, man. Shout out to 2K for believing in the kid 2 years in a row, man. This shit is unbelievable. So. Yeah, man, it's just been a lot of good blessings my way for sure.
No, facts. I think if I was an artist, definitely, I gotta be on 2K. I think I'd choose that almost over anything. Everybody plays it, the song's always in the background of it.
Yo, the crazy thing is, that's always been a dream of mine, bro. I love 2K. I've been playing forever. I'm a PS5 or Sony head, I should say, a PlayStation head, man. You know what I mean? Sorry to the trash box and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so it's always been a dream of mine, and to really turn on the game or have people sending me videos yo, I'm playing this, and you know what I mean? That's
I'm
super
dunking
dope.
to your song.
Right. So yeah, it's unbelievable.
And then you were over the summertime, right? You were doing the Twitch. You were playing. Were you playing with fans, or were you just playing because you were doing rec league, right?
Yeah, man. I was playing with everybody, man. So I still got my Twitch going. I'm actually about to get super back into it now. Was just doing some crazy stuff with music, but yo, I'm a gamer, bro. I love 2K. I mean, that's probably about the only game I play, but you can't see me in this game. I'm fired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Word.
Now, you got the PS5?
Oh, you know it.
No, I don't know it. I mean, there's a lot of people out there.
Bro, listen, man.
There's a lot of people out there struggling.
Yo, it definitely is a struggle right now, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to those who don't.
Did you get a special one, or you bought it?
Nah, I actually got it for retail. But I can't, it's just, it's just a secret. I don't know how I pulled it off. It was just crazy.
Oh, that's lit. I was maybe because you were in the game 2 years in a row, they should have been slide you through.
Yo, they gave me 2K, but Sony, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sony, you know what I mean? I can get another one, you know what I mean? So,
you got the logo above your head in the game? Did they give you that yet?
I need one. Actually, I don't think they've given the logos yet for 2K21. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anybody with one, but I'm in their emails bro, you know what I'm saying? Put a little mic on me, you know
It's exciting when you see him. I think the most famous person I've seen that I played against in the game was Kevin Durant.
Oh, word?
I saw the logo over his head. I was let me just Google the Xbox name real quick. And it was Kevin Durant. And thankfully we beat him, then he ran it back. We beat him again. So I was able to post it up and be oh, look, I beat Kevin Durant.
Wow.
But that's why they got to give you the logo. It's a dope thing. People see that, they draw to, they look up the name.
It's the verification of 2K. It's the blue check of 2K.
Would you trade your blue check for the NBA?
Oh, that's tough. You know what's crazy though? The blue check is definitely dope. I feel it gives other people more of it's more of an optics thing. I'm still the same nigga. You know what I'm saying? But the day I woke up with a blue check, it wasn't yep, now y'all forget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm on some different shit. But I just think that's just how people perceive it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a good one. I'm gonna think on that.
Right? It's if you could trade it in.
That's tough.
But moving on to the music, you just dropped a new song. It's called Dance.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about the song. What kind of message did you want the fans to receive from it?
Yo, man, so Dance is just honestly a club banger without us being able to be in the club. You know what I'm saying? I think we just all been missing that type of energy. A lot of music has been about quarantine, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? For me, I tend to want to make timeless music. you might not catch me saying I got an iPhone 12 in my rap. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Yeah, the reference will be.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like just creating something that's going to be everlasting and like timeless. So with that record, I just want people to have a good time. Like I just wanted people to dance, and I feel like we really need that release right now. 2020 has been a fucking year. It's been wild as hell for like any and everybody. Like people you don't even think it's been wild for. It's been wild for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just look at shit like that,
Yeah, that's hard. And I wasn't gonna bring this up because I feel like you get talked about in every interview. But like you said, since your career kind of not started, but kind of really kicked off in 2016, you had the car accident.
Yeah.
And then for 2 years you couldn't walk, right?
Right.
And then you get back up in 2020. We go into this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that happening to me in 2016 like prepared me for this. Cause it's like this time, like I felt like I was quarantined then. Like I couldn't leave my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I still was like finessing around on my knee scooter and shit like that, but I felt like in the same way, like I felt like I was on lockdown. The only difference is this time, everybody, all y'all doing it with me. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, nah, this
it's
time.
It's a party now. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope. And I think through times like this is where innovation happens. Not just for artists, but like just like across the board, like across the world in all, shapes and sizes and facets of life. Like I feel like we're gonna move into like a more tech future. Like we're gonna, music is gonna change. Like all of these things that are happening right now are super dope, and I'm glad to be a part of it, even though it's like some bullshit right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So.
But I mean, you maneuvered through it. You dropped what, 4 or 5 songs this year?
Yeah. One thing for me, I love making music. But I also like to take my time with it. So this year in particular, like my past few years, I put out, projects every year. This is like my first year that I didn't put out a project. But I wanted to really give new fans an opportunity to like grow with me, an opportunity to see me in this light and then see me in this light, versus like dropping an EP that somebody may not understand right away. Like I wanted people to really fully understand who pineappleCITI is and what I bring to the table. So I just wanted to give people great music. And if you check out the songs that I dropped this year, like none of them sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can still tell it's my own sound and that I've honed in, but they all give different sides of who I am.
Yeah, that's hard. And you dropped a video last week for Dance, which is like a Dancing with the Stars, but what is Dancing with the Hood? Or?
Yeah, Dancing with the Hood Stars, man. Shit was crazy, man.
Was this your idea, or?
Yeah. So, and shout out to my director Greg Cali for helping me put it together. But I just thought, well, all of my visuals, man, I just love to have fun. I love to tell a story. I just never been. And nothing against people who do this, because like some people do it fucking well, like stand in front of a fly ass car with like hella girls and like like for a lot of people that's the fucking wave and the shit is fire. For me, like visually, I see my music in a different way, you know what I'm saying? And I love to create stories behind it, or I love to tell a message. So I thought it was super dope. Like, man, at a time like this, like let's just have fun, and then also to like correlate it with like the season finale of Dancing with the Stars. I thought that was like super dope. And yeah, man, I always like to step out of the box and try to do something different.
Wait, are you a fan of that show?
I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? You saw Nelly with the Air Forces and all that, you know what I'm saying? But, for me, I like to, even though I say I want to make timeless music, I think with visuals, it's cool to reference a time that's happening right now, or like, you know what I'm saying? So.
And it's dope. You played all 3 judges, 3 different personalities. You had Young City, PC the Don, Little Pineapple.
Right.
Did you actually like play around with different characters, or was this just for the video?
Yeah, nah, like I mean, if you go all the way back to my Sauce video that I dropped last year, I played a grandmother. Like I had on a whole fat suit. Like I'm not afraid to step out of the box and do no like wild shit. So. Yeah, I'm like, man, fuck it. Like, I could play all of these hood characters. Like, I'll just give every one of them a personality. And if you watch the video, like, you could see all of them have their, like, own moments and own, spaces and time, so.
Yeah, and you tied it to yourself, the Young City, PC, pineappleCITI, and then Little Pineapple.
Right. So, yeah, it was definitely amazing. And, like one of Beyonce's choreographers helped choreograph it and shit. I mean, it was amazing, man. So shout out to the whole team who like really helped me put that together. I'm excited about it, and I'm excited about where it's gonna go. Like one thing about music too, like or how I look at music is just when I put a song out, I don't think that that's the end of it. Like I don't think, okay, I put a song out 2 months ago and like now like it is what it is.
Yeah,
And I've never thought like that, because even with my records being on like video games and stuff like that, the influx of new people hearing your music, like I just want to just just say like never give up on your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say that because I do notice that too. Do you feel, and it's more so for like not really a major signed artist, but you feel like more like the local artists, like they give up on their songs too fast? Because sometimes I feel like they drop it, and that's kind of like the last we hear of it.
But see, I have a problem. I have a problem with I used to have a real big problem with doing that, because sometimes you would just get discouraged. And I think that, if you stop looking from a place of lack and just realize, yo, you're making phenomenal ass shit, just like believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say all the time, believe in yourself. And that's the most important key in your success, because at the end of the day, if you're not giving the energy like you believe in yourself, like nobody's gonna believe in you. Like if you like, yo, I dropped a song, hey y'all, I just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
everybody
well,
really going, vibe to it the way that you vibe to. You gotta really give your brand energy as well.
Yeah, it's like that meme, was it, when he's digging and he's like one hit from the diamond and he walked away? You never know, if you just push a little harder with that song, it might have been that diamond for you.
You never know, man, so yeah.
Nah, yeah, and speaking of videos, to start the year, you had Recognized, over 400,000 views.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
How'd it feel just like to kick off a year like that? That's like just momentum.
Yo, honestly, it was like such an amazing feeling, like to have my billboard in Newark, you know what I'm saying? Like you could drive to Penn Station and see that, man, like that was so cool. But to really be able to tell the process of like my journey, because like it's been crazy, bro. Like I done been through so much stuff that like clearly I couldn't fit all of it into the Recognized video, but I really wanted people to see you can hit rock bottom in any way and come out on top. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep believing and as long as you keep doing what you got to do. Like at the end of the day, like I said earlier, you put that 10,000 hours in, like God is gonna come through for you. And I just always believe that. So I wanted to give people that message in that storyline of that video. You know what I mean? And it's amazing that so many people connected with it in that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was shot by Nimi Hendrix.
Yeah, shout out to Nimi, man.
So what's it like working with him in comparison to other?
Yo, Nimi literally is my favorite videographer ever. Probably about 87% of the videos I've ever done has been a combination of Nimi directing and my boy Who the Wiz editing. So shout out to them. I've always wanted to make sure I show love to the people who show love to me. You know what I'm saying? And like Jersey is family. So like at the end of the day, why would I go and get somebody like? I mean, I can. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that I won't, but why not show love to the people in my area who are doing their fucking thing? Like Nimi is a legend, a GOAT.
And like, not just in Jersey.
Go down. Right. And not just for Jersey. Like he's going crazy. Like going crazy. Shooting so many different people, directing so many different videos, and just to see somebody from where I'm from doing that, man, I wanna collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, it might be somebody who I've never met before that did something for, I don't know, anybody. And I'm not saying that I wouldn't work with them, but the connection is deeper because we're both from the same place,
Yeah, and is he like as intense in person as he seems like he is when he does like the behind the scenes shots?
Yo, Nemi funny as hell. That's all I can say. You gotta see that shit for yourself. It's a sight to see.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, because he just looks so intense. And again, on to the next song, because you've been dropping songs every month. Lift Me Up, and then you dropped an acoustic version too.
Yeah. Like and again, like Lift Me Up. The same thing applies. I always want to put a message in it, and there was so much going on with the death of George Floyd and. Just Breonna Taylor and just so much stuff going on. We needed a lift me up, bro. Like we needed to pick me up, and that's what I just wanted to bring to people. Like I just feel like music, we like relate at times, but we also like we're like therapists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For like listeners. You know what I mean? So I just wanted somebody that knows, like, I felt the same way. Like, shit, I want to sit at the bar and drink my life away because this shit is motherfucking crazy. You know what I mean? So, and then I dropped the acoustic version because I felt like it just touched on a deeper level, and I just really wanted people to hear the lyrics and, like, you know, just what I meant behind it. And I'm glad, you know, it came across to people.
Yeah. How do you feel about doing it acoustically? Would you do it again?
Absolutely. That was my first time ever doing an acoustic version. And also, shout out to Samaj Savage because he's a motherfucking GOAT. And that boy engineered the shit out of my acoustic version. I recorded that shit in his crib.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somehow Samad always gets brought up.
Yo,
that man's working.
He's working. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the young boy, man. But yeah, I would definitely do an acoustic version again. I think in the beginning of my career, I was kind of afraid of my soulful side, like my singing and all that. Like I was low key like, nah, I'm just the greatest rapper or some shit. Like but not taking anything from my lyricism, but like, you know, I can really do both. So to really like dive deeper into that is something that I really want to do. You know?
Yeah.
I got like whole R&B tracks. I mean, like people know like Check on You, but I have like deep cuts. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know if the world ready for yet. It's kind of scary.
Clearly, the pen game is good. It worked for Kelly Rowland.
Absolutely,
so,
man.
I mean,
it's crazy. Yo, it's so funny. Like we must have been on the same page because honestly, the reason I started singing more is when I was writing a song for Kelly Rowland, and she like I sang it to her or whatever, and she's like,
oh, you were actually in front of her.
oh hell yeah. Oh yo, it's a documentary. You can check that shit out.
Okay, yeah, I gotta
YouTube,
check that out.
Man, it's dope. Actually, yeah, that was a rebel songs thing, and we came together as a team and like wrote some songs for her. So she was in the building. Like she came through, showed us love. Like we was dancing and all types of shit. She's a wonderful person. Yeah, man, she drank a lot of Red Bull that day and was on a bean. On a bean. It was crazy, bro. But shout out to her, man, because that was an amazing experience. And that really opened my eyes to like, yo, bro, like maybe I could do a little R&B bag here and there. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Did you have any nerves, like being in front of her?
Yeah. Yo, honestly, so... All right, so it's this dude, T.Y. Shout out to T.Y. He's an amazing producer. He's produced for like literally everybody. He's like under like 3 6 Mafia camp. But anyway, Kelly Rowland picked a beat of his or whatever, and they was like splitting us up in different rooms because it was like maybe like 5 of us, and it was like a camp, so we would write like mad songs a day. So Kelly heard the beat or whatever. She's like, yeah, all right, this fire or whatever, like. Okay, City, you go write this, and then she left. What? But like, wait, what? Like, I don't.
Right. Well,
like, okay.
No direction, just like
no.
right.
She was like, oh, this is fire, and then she just left. She was like, yeah, I'll be right back. But like, I knew in my mind, it meant when I come right back, it's gonna be a song, right? You know what I'm saying? So, for some reason, I don't know if it's like an ADD thing, but I think like I just work better under pressure. Like, when there's no pressure, like, I just have no motivation to do anything. Like, this is real life. But when it's something like Kelly Rowland says she's going to be right back, I got in there like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, by the grace of God, it was something that she liked and loved and, you know, put on her EP. So that was amazing.
That's hard. But, I mean, when I was going over your interviews and reading about you, it seems like you're a fast writer anyway. Was it?
Yeah.
I read that you wrote. Was it 2 weeks that you wrote your debut album?
Yeah. So actually, I was a daycare teacher in 2016.
Yeah, I came across that.
Yeah, and I quit my job like after like my boss told me I was singing really good to the kids, and I was like, oh hell nah, fuck them kids, sorry kids, I love y'all.
He wanted you to make some kids songs.
Nah, sure. But anyway, so I stepped out of there, met my producer Fresh. Shout out to Fresh. Met him like a couple of days later. I heard his beats and they were terribly fire. And I said, man, I'm gonna come up to your house every day for the next 2 weeks and we gonna knock this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And 2 weeks later, we had a full album. You know what I'm saying? After I you know, decided to take my shit seriously and quit my job and go full time. 2 weeks later, there's an album out. You know, a week after that, I'm dropping stuff, and then you know what I mean. It gets the high 97. It started going crazy. Yeah. You know, and then like a month later, I got into the car accident. So it was definitely wild. But yes, I do write extremely fast. I don't know why. It's always been like something. Sometimes I think, sometimes it scares me because I write so fast that I think it's ass. Like, I think it's terrible.
Like, this can't be good. I
wrote it, like, the Sauce song, like, I wrote that in, like, 5 minutes. Like, on my way out, like, it was, like, my last 5 minutes in the studio. And it was, like, my biggest song on that album. And it's just, like, I had no idea it was going to do that. So, sometimes I can't really take all the credit for this. Like, I think it's like God is channeling something to me or something. Cause I can't do that shit every moment of my life. It comes, you know what I'm saying, when it does, and it like channels through me or some shit. I don't know, bro.
Nah, facts. But even back to share, like, I love the names of your titles of your songs. They're so positive. Lift Me Up, Believe, Recognize, Balance, Dance.
Right.
Do you take like a lot of thought into titles of songs?
You know what's crazy? No.
Okay.
I just a lot of stuff like even when it comes to like titles of songs or even lyrics, a lot of times I don't realize like how clever or like how I put some words together or something until like after the fact. So the songs, like I go into the studio and I just let something come out. And then somebody asks me what's the name of the song, and then like whatever I heard over and over, I'm like, is that? I have no idea. It just happens. But I kind of write backwards. I don't think about a topic first. I let like the music come to me, and then it just comes. I have no idea, bro.
Nah, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I'm just thinking about what you said. I feel that way too when I do something really fast or name something. But also as well, you've been recognized and you're looked at as a leader now in the LGBTQ plus. I want to get all of them.
Right.
Community. You were selected to do a curated playlist over the summer for them.
Yeah.
On it, you had your own song on there. Number one.
Why not?
You had "Girl" by the Internet and K-Tronda.
Yeah.
"Shine, Buddy," "My Love Is Your Love," Whitney Houston.
Right.
"Heard 'Em Say," classic, Kanye, Adam Levine, and "Keep Your Head Up" by Tupac.
Right.
How did we end up here? That's quite a mix.
Those are the songs that are like literally make up my life. But definitely shout out to the community, man. First off, I feel like I represent so many different communities, and I think that music just really transcends. So like when they asked me to put together a playlist, I wasn't particularly thinking about a specific type of person. I was just thinking like, yo, what can I give them of me? I love this type of music. I'm looking, people looking for stuff to lift them up, and these are the songs that I think would do that, So, it's amazing to me how me just being myself is like I stand for so many communities by just being me. Like like I'm black, but like I ain't choose to be black, or like I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a woman. These are things that are just who I am, and it's amazing that like people relate to that, and people are kind of like put me on like they look up to me in a way on that level, which I think is like it's super humbling, because like I don't even look at myself in that way at all, but it's amazing like to see me on a billboard. Maybe it's a little girl that never dreamt that somebody that looks like her could do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely dope, man.
Yeah, and how did you like kind of step into that role or learn to be like the leader? Because it's not like something we're trained to do, and it's not something that's expected. You just kind of like started going up, and then people just start looking at you like lead us or like represent.
You know what's crazy? I just feel like in general, like I said, I stand for all of these different cultures and subcultures and shit, but like even just with Jersey, man, like I've just always, it's never just been for me. Like it's just, and that's just who I've always been naturally. Like my first song, I'm like repping Jersey like I'm Joe Budden, like really trying to put Jersey on. Like it's like the stuff that I do is just never about me. I can't really say where that started. If I had to say, I think it started by seeing people like Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill and Wyclef and Joe Budden and Naughty by Nature, and all of these people, Whitney Houston. I don't know how that didn't come to me first, but to see all of these people who came from our area lead in such a way that they're considered legends, it made me want to go about things in the same way. And I think that just in general, like Jersey, speaking, like we don't really have people who come back into the community who've made it and be like, yo, like I want to help these people out, or I want to show you how to finesse and move like that. Eventually, I want to be that to like the next generation of artists that come up out of Jersey, and just like women or like gay women, like whoever, like all of the communities that I stand for, I just want to help them you know, become all they want to be, because, you know, I wanted that and needed that when I was coming up, and I'm still not where I want to be. I still need some sort of mentorship or whatever. Like, I'm not the end all be all, and nor do I think so, you know?
Yeah, then that's why I was thinking too. It could be hard, is because you're still looking up and you're still figuring out your place.
Yeah.
But then it's still like a responsibility almost of representing for all these different communities and cultures and trying to get it back to.
It's wild, you know, but I feel like it just comes with the territory. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm still not where I want to be yet. But when, even like, bro, if somebody makes some more, if you make more money than somebody, like, somebody will big bro you, and y'all could be the same age. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so people just see you doing something that they feel like they can't do, and don't realize, no, you can do it too. But nobody gives you that information. It's like the stocks. If everybody knew you could motherfucking turn up on that bitch, people would do it. But nobody's mentoring, or nobody's saying, hey, this is a, you know what I'm saying? So in any way that I can, I want to do that for, you know, the people who come up. You know what I mean?
And musically, do you get reached out to by the upcoming artists in Jersey?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, yo, first of all, Jersey is such an amazing, we have such amazing talent. Shout out to Jersey, you know what I'm saying? And not just North Jersey or South Jersey or Central Jersey or Patterson or Norco. Jersey, you feel what I'm saying? As a unit, we're so fire. So shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. A lot of people reach out to me, but I reach out to a lot of people too, because I'm not like, yo, if you fire, you're fired. Mm-hmm. Like Samad, I'm a fan. I'm a fanboy. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. For Samad, like, that boy is
Did you
fire.
do the good night challenge?
Yo, I should have. I stood back, but I said, you know what? I should have got up in that bitch. But you know what? It's so many people, so many artists who I consider will be like legendary, not just Jersey artists, but just legendary. That just, you know what I mean? We all just, we don't have a hub. There's no hub here for Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Where like we can go to like such and such and know if such and such hear our music, it's not like that for us here. So we have to do that for each other, which is why I love your platform so much. Because we need stuff like this in this community so that people can get their true shine, bro. You know what I mean? So thank you.
No, I appreciate that. But that's why I always like to ask, like, do people reach out? Like, because you're saying we all got to play our part. Because when we get on a little bit, you can't just forget. Like, even myself, as I go on to interview bigger people, like, I always come back and I always make sure, because, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at, you know?
Right.
You can't just forget where you came from or the people who helped get you to where you're at.
Right, especially when, like, look, I don't care whatever level I get to, like, dance is going to go platinum, by the way, but I don't care whatever level I get to, I could never not show love or, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going to happen. Yo, you could have the biggest song in America and then next year nobody know you. It's not like I can't ever allow fame to dictate my worth or dictate how I treat people, because it come and go. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be shady or like weird to people and then like you don't have no nothing anymore and then everybody like, nigga, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I could never be that way.
Nah, yeah. And speaking about just like being around people and in front of people, you did 2 virtual events this year, right?
Yeah.
How is that? Like, cause you know, like you don't have the energy of like the fans or people singing along with you.
It was definitely different, but I think that, you know, creatives create, bro. Like, we are innovators at the end of the day. So it was definitely like a filling out process, but I enjoy it. Like, I wasn't even doing Twitch or anything before Corona happened, but that was something that I wound up enjoying. So just like the same way with like virtual, I think it's dope that, like, I mean, if you think about it, like, if you're on Instagram Live, like, you're looking at yourself. Like, there's nobody there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally so like, hey, yo, guys, what's good? And you looking dead at yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the energy is still there. The frequency is still there from the people, no matter if they clapping or they typing, that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely enjoy it, and I look forward to doing more. Definitely miss touring. I was about to do South by Southwest right before Corona hit. And had a whole bunch of other stuff on the table. But, you know, like, you live, sometimes you just have to pivot and just find a new way to finesse and be yourself in this world. Like, the world gonna change regardless. It's like, are you gonna change with it, or are you gonna sit back and be like the algorithm, like Instagram algorithm? It's like, you could sit and be mad, or you could be like, yo, how can I take advantage of this? What can I do to like make my stuff more, like it's a solution to everything at the end of the day.
Yeah, nah. I was reading or I was listening to you say you were going to Alabama. Like that one really stood out to me because I'm like, damn, Alabama. Like it's not weird, but I just feel like being from where we're from and then going around there is definitely a big cultural.
Yeah, I have a lot of fans in the South too, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know your biggest fan base or?
My biggest fan base is in Argentina. Would you believe it?
How?
I don't know. I have no idea. But one day I got on Instagram and I was on live and everybody was speaking Spanish. And I was just like,
what?
How did we get here? And they're like, oh, te amo. I don't know. Like after that, I didn't know what they were saying. You
That's
feel me?
hilarious.
To the point where I like anointed. I mean, not
Anointed.
Not anointed. What's the word?
Appointed?
Appointed. I'm dumb as hell. I appointed somebody to be like my translator, and they was talking. They would read the comments and like tell me what the hell it was funny as shit. But man, shout out to Argentina.
What's it feel though to like? Does it like it's got to motivate you, but just to have that love from a whole other country, like it's like how do they even know what you're saying because they're speaking to you in Spanish, you know?
Yo, one thing I want to let people know is to never be afraid to make music that will exist outside your hometown. Like I feel like I was like caught in that for a second. Like even though I did like super creative stuff, like when I did Rose Colored, and I released like a singing song after I released like my song Pepsi. Some people were like, man, yo, but you can rap. Like I want to hear this bumping in the range. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about if you limit yourself to that, you will limit your creativity and limit where and what you can do. And like I discourage anybody from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yo, like don't be afraid to do some wild shit, you know?
Nah, word. It's just interesting how it works, but God bless the internet because who knows if you could have been heard in Argentina without it.
Yo, I wouldn't have been heard in Argentina without it. That's a fact. Because I'm not going to Argentina today. They're going to be like, hey, Poppy, can you play my song? Like, word.
Do you have like any like interesting stories that not a lot of people know from the music industry with you?
Yo, I think honestly it was Kelly Rowland drinking that Red Bull. Yo, let me tell you.
Wait, so that's not a promo? Like you say you're repping for the home team?
No, like shout out to Red Bull and all that. But we was at Red Bull Studios, you know, doing writing the music and stuff. And she came in one day and she was like, she was mad. She was tired. She was like had a long day, you know. And I love tropical Red Bull, by the way. They should put my face on it. But anyway,
Pineapples.
you know what I'm saying? But anyway, blueberry Red Bull is hitting too. I'm not even trying, this ain't no promo. I'm just saying the shit is fire, okay? So I'm like, Kelly, you should try the blue one. Like, the blue one is hitting. And so she's like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'll drink it. She drank it. I swear to God, she started dancing like crazy, like to the song. She's like, this is crazy. And we was like, yo, like, don't drink another one because it was so intense. It was such a good time, but it was hilarious because I'm like, it was almost like I was having an outer body experience. Like I handed Kelly Rowland a Red Bull, and now she's turning up. This is insane. But yeah, man, shout out to her because it was just an amazing trip overall. But like, yeah, that was super funny.
Yeah, it's dope to enjoy those moments because you're gonna get to a point as you keep going up that it almost feels regular to be around these people that you looked up to, you know, growing up or listened to, you know.
Facts. Or like when Rihanna followed me, I still don't know why.
On Instagram, Twitter, what?
On Instagram.
Oh shit.
Whew. I don't know why that happened, but shout out to you.
She's
Black
scouting
Queen.
you for the line.
Nah. That's sis. If anything, I'm taking my girl. You know what I'm saying?
No. I meant for her brand. Like,
oh, okay. For
yeah,
the brand.
I said scouting you for the line.
What are you doing?
Nah.
It's like, nah, I'm just playing with you.
Well, I don't know. Rihanna could take a lot of people, so you know.
No, but
holla, Rihanna.
You funny. I'm a DM her and tell her what you say. I'm gonna ask you in a DM.
Nah.
But yeah, like that was like crazy too. I have no idea why it happened, but when it did. First of all, I'm stupid, and she probably was like, this is the stupidest girl I've ever followed. Because when she did it, I got on my story, I said, Rihanna just followed me, and I passed out on the story. On the story, man. Like, bro, I didn't expect that to happen, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, shout out to her. No.
So with all the music that dropped this year, the videos, is this a rollout? Is there an album coming?
Yo, it's definitely an album coming. I ain't gonna tell you when, but it's coming. Be on your P's and Q's. Be on your toes. You know what I'm saying? We got some amazing music on the way. I'm just so thankful that I'm still here, out here, you know what I mean, doing my thing and just giving music to the people. It's an amazing thing, no matter if it's 5 people listening or 100,000, man. I'm just so grateful for every opportunity and every person who tunes in.
Nah, we're definitely excited for it. So before we get out of here, what else should we be expecting from you? I know you just said the album, but is there anything like else coming out for you?
Actually, you could go on Netflix and look at the show Sneakerheads. I got my first little acting cameo in there. Shout out to me. They stole my sneakers. They stole my Red Octobers and that shit. You know what I mean? I had to turn up on them. So go check me out in my little cameo on there. We got some amazing music on the way. I'm excited. I just want to tell everybody who's watching, believe in yourself. Don't doubt your dreams. If God whispers something in your ear, just because you don't see it in front of you today doesn't mean like that shit isn't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 hours pays off every single time, bro. So just believe in yourself. That's it. That's all I got.
Word. This is the Garden State Hip Hop Hour, the dopest podcast in Jersey. Like, subscribe, and comment, and definitely check out my girl, pineappleCITI.
Let's get it.